how was your performance tonight?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I performed twice. One more progressive set and one more uplifting set. And yeah, the crowd was really diverse. I think people came from many places, so that's what we all like about ADE, because everyone comes to Amsterdam to celebrate like dance music, electronic music. ADE in Amsterdam and the Winter Music Conference in Miami, they are I think very good places to meet your peers and get inspired by people who work in the same industry, artists, industry people, management agencies. Yeah, it just really makes you get more in touch with what's going on in your scene. Because ADE is about more than trance, obviously, but it's just a nice way for me to meet colleagues from abroad and people that I've worked with before, online for example, but never met before. I meet them here, so yeah, I think ADE is important.
Are you doing live performances in clubs and festivals at the moment?
Yeah, I do on average like one show a month. Sometimes it's a festival, sometimes it's a club. It really depends. Not that often in Holland though. Yeah, just traveling around. I was in Bucharest not too long ago. In Doha, in Qatar, was my first time there. Next month I'm going to Birmingham. I'm performing for Transfusion in Prague in April. So yeah, there's some nice gigs coming up.
Your tracks at the moment, what you have out?
Got a single out, remixed by Beat Service, which is in the Beatport top 20 right now.
Oh, wow.
I didn't check where it is today.
I think it's important then, the Beatport placement.
I do think people go there to see like what's out there and what's doing well. But evenly important, and maybe even more important, is which DJs are playing it live, because they reach a lot of people, and if DJs are playing it, then it means it has the potential for the dance floor, which I think is really important with dance music, because you know, electronic music is made for the dance floor. So that track is out now, and I've got one coming up with Tenishia, finishing it up right now as we speak. Actually, don't know the release date yet. Earlier this year I did Press Play Volume 1 compilation, and I'm planning, I'm actually started working on a new one, selecting tracks.
How was to do your own compilation?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've been doing V2V, the radio show, dedicated to vocals. I'm hosting it in turns with Betsy Larkin, Jennifer Renee, and Anna Criado. And yeah, I really enjoyed the process of picking the tracks and mixing them together. And I figured, you know, if DJs can do a compilation, then why can't a vocalist do one? So Press Play is not just about vocals, but obviously vocals play a big role in it.
Tell us a little bit about your radio show.
It's every Sunday at 7 p.m. on After Hours FM. You can check the schedule on the website. It's v2vonline.com.
Did you record it on your own at home?
Yes. Yeah.
How is the process of compiling and doing the radio show?
Well, it's just like I have to do one. I do one every month. If I hear a track that I like, I'll write it down on my list of possible tracks. And obviously I check the promo pools and search websites like Pure Bliss Vocals, and I like to find also tracks that are a little bit more underground maybe, or that people haven't heard that much yet. And I really enjoy that process. Sometimes it takes a bit of digging for the right tracks, but then when you find that gem, it's really worth it.
You are working with Adrian and Russ for many years. What clicked you?
It's a relationship that grew over the years. I was 19, just out of school when I met them. Didn't know anything about trance. So yeah, it was a gradual process, and we just grew together, I think. And they guided me the first few years. They really guided me in the scene, and until I felt ready to spread my own wings more and more. And yeah, I think it's 9 years later, and here we are, and I still work with them on a regular basis.
Is there a certain way of singing a trance song?
It really depends also on the track. Obviously, it sounds different than a pop song, although there are some vocals that could very well fit a pop song as well. I don't feel like singing trance music takes a different side of my voice. It's more the performance side, which is a little bit harder, I think, than when you perform with a band or with an instrument, because there's just so much sound going on, a lot of beats, a lot of bass, which can make it a little bit difficult not to get off track. That's why the in-ear system, like a monitor system, is really important. And but I think, you know, with experience you grow, and yeah, I really enjoy performing live now. It can be challenging because not all clubs are used to having a live performer, but generally speaking, the response is very well, and I would love to see more clubs and festivals embracing
having more live vocalists with the DJs on some tracks as well. I think on the key point tracks of their career, maybe they should have the vocalist as well, or maybe a new vocalist to do the tracks.
Yeah, there are many ways in which you can do it, even with live musicians and the vocalist. I think there's many opportunities there's a lot more to explore where it comes to live elements in dance music.
Last year we had Giorgio Moroder talking about how Donna Summer sing on his famous song I Feel Love, and how did they turn the lights down. Do you have the same kind of situation?
It's more in the writing that you need to be in a certain state of mind. I listen to a lot of indie music, alternative music, singer-songwriters for inspiration, and obviously also to trance, but I already listened to a lot of vocal trance for V2V, and you know, on Spotify and stuff. Yeah, I kind of like being in a certain zone. I can get inspiration from other music, but I think it always has to come from inside you and not be a copy of what someone else is doing, because then it won't be as sincere and as genuine. And I think people can hear it when your words and what you're singing is sincere. And so yeah, you can get inspiration, but be careful not to copy anyone. Just be yourself.
Do you have many songs unused that may be lyrics that can become songs in the future?
Well, I have like maybe short poems or like 2 or 3 sentences that come up in my head and I write them down, or so there are some ideas lying around, but usually it's the music. I get a demo, and then just listening to that will give me an idea of where the track is going and what theme for me is relevant at that time.
You are very active on Facebook and Twitter. You like to communicate with your fans. Do you think this is very important?
Yeah, definitely. I actually think that social media have helped vocalists to profile themselves as artists in the trance scene or dance scene in general, which for years has been dominated mainly by DJs, and most of them are male. And that's just how everything started out for DJs, so it's not a bad thing, but I think social media can be very useful to reach out to your own crowd and to profile yourself, or in my case as an artist, not just a singer or a voice that you hire for a track. but I give people insight into more than that. You know, all the process of the traveling, backstage things, doing photo shoot, video shoots, making the radio show, and in that way, I think social media can be really a platform to reach out to your crowd.
What more women should do to go into the music business and the electronic
I think
dance music?
the most important thing is to just work hard. I think with this the same goes, the same saying goes, you know, actions speak louder than words. So I don't think it's going to help to be talking too much about the position of women and that there are not that many female DJs. I think it's better to do your thing, work hard, and then through what you are doing and showing quality, you can send out the message that women can do it too. Just work hard and show it with your actions, with your music, with your production. It can be hard. You can get a lot of prejudice against you, but I guess
at the end will happen. Are we going to see you at the back of the decks as a DJ as well?
I'm not saying no, but we will see what the future brings. I'm open. I like learning new things, and I'm open to exploring electronic music.